Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm starting this video off in my car. This video is going to be a Q&A. I asked you over on Instagram to ask me any questions that you may have so I can put this video together for you guys. So I screenshotted a bunch of questions. I've screenshotted questions that I get asked constantly just to like answer them now. And I also screenshotted other questions that I think some of you are wondering. I don't know, might be helpful. So let's get started. I'm gonna go to the top. This question I actually get a lot, and it's, what was the process for finding a job after graduating? Was it hard? How long did it take? Any tips? I've answered this question before, but just in case you don't know, I do live in Arizona and I teach in Arizona, and there is a teacher shortage in Arizona. So finding a job is really not that difficult. So I landed my first job probably 3 months before graduating. So I was still student teaching. When I was student teaching, I knew what district I wanted to get into. I knew what grade level I wanted. So I researched the school that I was mostly interested in. I reached out to the principal. I emailed her, let her know that I'm graduating. I'm really interested, blah, blah, blah. She then told me to apply the next month, and I did. I got an interview and I got it. I know not everybody is in that same situation, so if you are in a place where it's hard to find a job, I would just suggest apply. I would also suggest watching Michelle's or Pocketful of Primary's video on finding a job, because I know she moved to a state where it was kind of hard to find a job, and I think she has some really helpful tips, so good. Okay, so I think it's time to answer another question. I think I'm just going to be answering questions throughout the day. Just because I think that will work out better. So let's see what the next question is. The next question is, how do you teach guided reading? And I started a series on my channel that I never continued, but I do plan on continuing, and it's called Grow With Me. The purpose of that series is for me to pick an area where I think I need to grow in and I want to grow in, and that was guided reading. So I'm gonna have one video up. I'll go ahead and link it down below, or here, I don't know, somewhere. I'll link it somewhere. And that is my plan on how I plan on becoming a better teacher for guided reading. Words are hard right now. But yeah, basically my biggest tip if you are struggling with guided reading is to watch Jen Jones videos on Facebook. She is like a guided reading guru, especially for the K2 grades, and she has free videos on guided reading, and you can earn PD credits through those videos. I think it's about 16 videos. You watch them all, you fill out some paper, and then you get credits for those if you need them for recertification or something. So I don't really have any tips of my own, but I'm hoping that points you in the right direction. All right, so I'm back in my car. It's after school. Let's go ahead and answer another question. This next question is, do you know if you will be teaching the same grade next year at the same school? Yes, I will be at the same school, that's for sure. And I'm 99% sure that I'll be in the same grade level as well. If you're new here, I do teach at a very, very small school. We are a community school, so that means that there's only one grade level per teacher. One teacher per grade level. Sorry, I don't know. It's been quite a day. So there's only one teacher per grade level. So pretty much everybody that stays in their grade level, and I don't really see myself wanting to move up. I feel that I fit in really well in first grade. So yeah, next year, if it's up to me, I'll still be in first grade and I'll still be at this school. All right, so next question comes from my friend Tyler, and he asked any tips for middle school teachers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with middle schoolers. I don't think I could ever teach middle school. I just don't think I have the patience for that. But I do think that even though you are teaching middle school, it's still important that you include like fun, hands-on, very engaging activities, and you're not just direct teaching all the time. So I know it can be hard with older students, not only because of their attitude, but just to kind of like fit it all in a 45-minute period. It's hard, but I do think that it's possible. A perfect example of that is Maniacs in the Middle. What's her real name? Josie Bensko. She is a middle school science teacher, and she does so many cool things in her classroom. Are incredibly hands-on. She does a lot of centers in her classroom, and it's basically I feel like she is the middle school version of my teaching style. So if you can do more hands-on things, more centers and activities like that, definitely do it. I think they're definitely worth the extra effort. I'll have Josie's Instagram linked so you can follow it because she is amazing. Her feed is just fantastic. She gives so many different ideas that I think anyone can benefit from, not just me. Man, I'm so congested. Like, I'm sure you can like hear it in my voice, because I literally cannot breathe through my nose. Time to answer another question, and that is, do you get to have a balanced work and personal life? You could. I'm personally not that good at balancing it. Perfect example right now, I am trying to prep for a sub.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you in on something that usually I would cut out from the video, but it's my real life. So while I was filming this, I was trying to prep for a sub. I was gonna be gone for 5 school days. That was the longest I had ever been gone. So I was really stressing with making sure that everything was in order before I left, because I was not gonna be back the next day. That same night, we have to go to a holiday dinner for Alex's company. I don't know, and I was stressing out because of that too, because it was in like 40 minutes and I still have to go home, get dressed, and be social with his bosses and his boss's wives. So this is me freaking out, even though you had seen me kind of put together a few seconds earlier. Oh, and I still also hadn't packed at all, and we were leaving the next morning to Spain. So yeah.
Hey. Yeah, I'm trying to finish. I'm trying really hard. I'm like, I can't. I think so, but I feel like every time I'm about to leave, I remember something that I didn't do. No, yeah, I know. I know we are, but I'm just saying, like, I can't just leave work and come back, you know? Like, I need to finish all this for the subs when I'm gone. I'm almost done. Perfect example right there. Prepping for a sub, I'll be gone for 5 consecutive school days. I think my plans are almost ready. I need to put a reminder. Hey Siri, remind me to prep PowerPoint slides for sub at 9 p.m. And so yeah, I'm trying to prep for a sub. I'm trying to prep for a sub. Trying to leave. It's 5:03. We're supposed to be heading to a holiday work dinner for Alex's company at 5:30. I need to change. It's a super fancy dinner. I'm not ready for that. So yes, you can have a balanced life. It's just hard, especially if you're not very good at managing your time like I am. All right, gotta go. Okay, so it's like about 2 weeks later since I started filming this video. So this next question says, do you plan everything out in the beginning of the year or week by week? I do a little bit of both. So at the beginning of the school year, or actually over the summer, I sit down and do a pacing guide that looks like this. So I kind of map out my phonics lessons and my math lessons, as well as my science and social studies lessons. So I'm able to see how long each unit's gonna last, how they align with each other, what standards kind of go along with them. So that's what I do at the beginning of the school year. But I also plan week by week, and what that means is I make my copies that I need, I prep any Google Slide presentations that I need for that week. Planning the Google Slide presentations is becoming easier now because I'm able to use the ones that I created last year this time of year and use them again this year. I just update them a little bit depending on what I need. So short answer for that question is I make a curriculum map at the beginning of the school year for every subject, and then I plan week by week after that. Okay, so the next question, same day because it's Christmas break. Let's do this. All right, so the next question is, how did you start and grow your YouTube channel? So in case you didn't know this, I've had my YouTube channel since 2013. That is when I first started my YouTube channel. And back then, I used to upload like beauty related content. So like makeup tutorials, reviews, hair tutorials, stuff like that. I did that up until, I want to say up until like 2017. So doing that for 3 to 4 years, I was able to grow some kind of a following. I had like, I think 19,000 subscribers off of that. But then I decided to just make the switch in content. So make content like the one you're seeing now, just teaching related content. And that is when I put all of my beauty videos on private and made like an announcement video saying that the direction of my channel was going to change, and I started making teaching related vlogs. That was like in summer of 2017, and now it's the end of 2019, so I have been uploading teaching related content for about 2 more years, going on 3. First year I was very consistent. The first year I was very consistent, and now I'm kind of struggling. So that's basically the background of my YouTube channel. Now, as far as how I grew my YouTube channel is basically just by posting. The more consistent you are in uploading, the more likely your channel will grow. From what I've seen, it's best to kind of stick to one topic in order for your channel to grow. Kind of, I don't know. Grew my channel was just by uploading, and I was lucky to be one of the first like teacher YouTubers when it was still like first becoming a thing. So yeah, that's how I grew my channel. Be patient and subscribers will eventually come. One thing that I do not recommend doing is commenting on other people's videos and having like a generic comment like, oh, I love your video, come and check out mine. Almost like a follow for follow kind of thing, but on YouTube, like yeah, don't do that. It can, yes, it can help your channel grow, but it's not gonna be an authentic way or sustainable way. You definitely wanna gain subscribers that are there for you and your content, and not just to be another number so they can get another number in return. Does that make sense? Hope so.